everyone, to Life Balance Power, a safe place to explore and learn about yourself. My name is Charlie McCracken, and I'm the media specialist for Archna on the Spot, a mini podcast where Coach Archna responds to her followers' questions. Hi, Archna. I have a question for you. I have a question from Lila, who's 32 years old, and her best friend Emma, who's 33 years old. And they opened up a coffee shop in their hometown about 3 years ago. Initially, their shared passion for coffee and complementary skills made the venture a success. However, over time, Emma has become increasingly controlling and dismissive of Lila's suggestions. Emma is content with maintaining the current setup, while Lila wants to expand the business by offering baked goods. The tension between them has grown, and Lila feels stifled by Emma's resistance to change. Our question is, I'm in partnership with my best friend running a coffee shop, but our visions for the business have become incompatible. I am leaving to start my own coffee shop and bakery, but I'm afraid of ruining our friendship. How can I approach this situation delicately, pursue my goals, and minimize the emotional fallout?
Wow, um we're such powerful women that we want to do it all. We want to have great relationships. We want to have a successful business. We want everybody to get along at the same time, and we want our own independence. And I don't know if um I don't know if everything kind of works out in that way, but we like to do it that way, which is okay. I think it's okay to want that. Um, but if you're friends with Emma and you want to keep the friendship, then you really do have to work through the resistance with her and expand with her and focus on the vision of what you want and not push her versus give her some space, ask her really good questions, get a coach so that both of your viewpoints are included. But I don't know if you've if you're successful and all of a sudden you want to stretch so fast that you're willing to let the relationship go. So you really have to identify what you value most. Is it your independence and your ability to stretch and generate your own business? Or is it how the two of you brought it together? Because you didn't do it by yourself. There was somebody who was complementary on the other side. So I think it's a little bit too early in the business and in the relationship to stretch and go somewhere else. It's only been 3 years. It takes a good 5-7 years for a business to become stable. So success now is great, but there's a learning curve and there's a stretch, there's a new beginning. And starting all over may not be what you're really looking for, may not be all it's cut out to be. I'm not saying not to do it. I'm just saying you've got to consider all of these little pieces. Journey on your own is different than journey with a partner. And if you've already been successful, you may want to at least identify or find out why Emma is so resistant. Have we gotten to that part yet? What is her fear? Because really, you're really one little fear away from having both everything. Why let Emma's fear break everything apart? Let's help her. Let's identify what her fear is. Let's look at what's really scared. Maybe she got triggered somehow. Maybe you would grow too fast or expand too fast. Whatever that is. I think handling her fear and including that and being caring and compassion to a dear friend would be a better option than moving on to another venture and leaving her behind. Because clearly, if you were to move on to another venture, the friendship would be over because now Emma's on her own and you're on your own. You may want to just really think about how you can bring that fear and tame that fear and really turn that fear into strength, because she could be that strength. Because she brought some skills. So that could be something that you can grow together. But just because one of you is struggling doesn't mean the other has to go away. That's when the other supports. Every relationship has, one person is strong when the other needs support, and the other is strong when the other needs support. So you've got to balance that out. And that's just part of relationships. That's my take on it. But if you want to explore further, we can do more coaching and discovering and exploring. That's what you're really looking for, is having the patience for the people that you love. Thanks.
Very good. Very good. It's so true. Why, ruin the relationship and go separate and struggle without what her friend brought to the table.
Right.
So
They
that's
did
good.
it together. Yeah.
Correct. She didn't do it by herself, and she has to remember that. Well, thank you very much, Coach Archner. That was wonderful. And thank you, everyone, for sending in your questions. We know that we all learn from each other. And so we encourage you to send your questions to Ask Archna at lifebalancepower.com. And we'll see you next time on Archna on the Spot.